The Fresno Focus Radio Hour. This is the No Focus Radio Hour. Comedy and insight from the greatest minds in Fresno. A Lightomine Media production. That's right. This is the No Focus Radio Hour, the number one independent podcast in the Central Valley. Thank you for listening, and thank you for telling a friend. The No Focus Radio Hour is available anywhere podcasts can be found, including YouTube and your home smart speakers. Remember to subscribe and leave a review. It helps others discover our show. And while you're reviewing, keep in mind that 5 stars is the correct number of stars. If you enjoy our show, please share it with your friends, and if you hate it, share it with your enemies. Check out our site, nofocusradio.com, for exclusive content and to vote on Don's polls. You can find us on social media. Our handle is @nofocusradio. You can also find the rest of our shows at lightominemedia.com. And we don't have Eric today. Doorman. Oh, so quiet. Ooh. Running.
Where you running to?
To Fresno, to my favorite podcast in Fresno. Wow,
Nice.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's sad without Eric.
It was sad. It was sad without Eric. Geez. All right, here we go. We're in a new place today, so bear with me. This is the No Focus Radio Hour. It is the number one independent podcast in the Central Valley. It's made for those who live in the Central Valley, for those who miss the Central Valley, those who long to live in the Central Valley, and for those who
are huddled in the darkness due to the storms because the power went out in the Central Valley.
As always, we have our beautiful cast of characters. However, we don't actually have our beautiful cast of characters. There's only 2 of us today. We have 2 people of our beautiful cast of characters, starting with Marty Pidasso.
2 characters. That's all we really need because we are definitely 2 characters.
That's true. 2 characters. We have Stu Pidasso. You also have with us me,
Johnny
Knobs.
Yeah.
You know why they call me that?
You know, I've always wondered this, and now that we're alone, I think you would tell me the truth.
The true story. It's a true story, actually, right now. I actually didn't prep for this at all, so I'm gonna on the fly here. This one, only thing I can come up with is dirty things. I had this is actually a true story. I had this terrible pain in my testicle. Yeah, true. That's very true. Terrible pain, and I thought that they were gonna have to cut it off, and people were gonna have to call me Johnny Knob. Yep, Johnny Knobless, and cut the whole area off. Turns out, it wasn't. It was my hip.
Your hip.
My hip. And so every time I'm in pain, though, I'm like, my hip. And people are like, Max, tone it down.
Maybe I'm built a little bit different, but my hips aren't attached to my testicles.
That's what I thought, too. But apparently, your hip is attached, some nerve is attached to your testicle.
Really?
Who knew? So I scream when I'm in pain, and people say, hey, Johnny, lower the volume. I say, well, I can't. I try to control my volume. That actually is a true story. Pain in the testicle is from the hip.
So what do people do who don't realize it's from the hip, who don't see the right doctor? What do they do?
This is a true, honest-to-God story. I've had a hip surgery before on my right hip.
That's why you're so hip.
This is why I'm so hip. Yeah. Hey. Oh, wait a second. Hey, there it is.
A little slow. Our drummers.
Get with it, drummer. I had a hip surgery on my right hip in 2015.
I had a circumcision when I was a child.
When you were a child?
Yeah, not on my hip, though.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, strange.
I was a baby.
Actually, our last podcast was about that.
Yeah, it was. How weird it is. Anyways, let's go ahead. You had surgery on your hip.
Surgery on my right hip. And but the pain was, I felt it like in my hip, in my leg, and my knee, really. This time, though, I've been having pain for months. Like, I'm talking, actually, about a year now. Just severe pain. And I've been on painkillers. I have seen every type of doctor you can imagine. I have had ultrasounds. I have had x-rays. I've had MRIs. All of my testicular region because of massive pain. Mm-hmm. And
so they're all fingering your testicles.
Exactly.
But not in a good way.
Not in a good way. It was terrible. It was like massive amounts of pain. And went and saw a urologist, all of this stuff. Eventually, though, I see a lot of good doctors, and one of them said, you know what, Max, I don't think at this point we've ruled everything out. You have to go see if this has something to do with, like, your hip and nerves. Mm-hmm. So they sent me to the same guy who did my hip surgery on my right hip. And it turns out that, yeah, I have all the same issues on my other hip. I have the labrum's kind of gone. It's been bone on bone for a long time.
Yikes.
But the nerve, there's a nerve in there that is pressing on my iliopsoas, which is pressing on another nerve, which connects right up to your testicular region.
Wow.
So I go and I see this surgeon. This was just a couple days ago, 2 days ago. And I explain the whole situation, and I say, man, it's been a long time because I thought it was, I thought he was going to be like, why, you're crazy. Why'd you think it was your testicles? And thinking like he was going to look at me. And he just looks at me and says, yeah, uh-huh. And I go, oh, that's normal, I guess. And he says, look, Max, I've had a number of patients who did the same thing, but came to me too late. And they had their testicles removed.
Oh, they had the whole
thing removed, and the pain was still there. And after all of that, they went to see him to get their hip checked out.
And it's the hip.
It's
after
the hip.
They lost the boys.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh, that is horrible.
I know. Just a nightmare. Also, I apologize. I'm stuffy, so I sound a little bit funny today. It's from my hip. Yeah, so that's new. That's what's new with me. I have a hip surgery coming up. So the good news is I'm starting a lot of physical therapy beforehand.
Yeah, so
to get me nice and strong.
Yeah.
So you're going to see me transform in the next couple of next 6-8 weeks.
Looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you're ready for the operation.
Oh my gosh, people are going to have. You guys aren't even going to recognize me anymore. I'm going to have new pants. My pants are going to be so tight. You guys are going to be like, are those legs or are those tree trunks?
Did you spray those pants on? With
that's exactly. Paint? Yeah. And the funny thing is, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be spraying my pants on.
Nice.
Yeah.
I look forward to that.
Yeah, it'll be good. You guys are going to like that. So that's what's new with me. Crazy. Yeah. Crazy stuff. But that's how I control the volume. So it's because I'm in so much pain all the time.
All the time.
What's new with you, Marty? It's been a little bit. So as you guys know, we're missing Don today.
Yes.
Don has been gone. He has a lot of family stuff going on. Mainly, that's a lie. He's in rehab.
Yeah, like they all are. They all are.
Yep.
Because they're quitters.
They're quitters.
Yeah.
The Doorman, I don't know if you guys heard about him. He started this other podcast.
Yeah.
It's called something.
Pardon the intermission.
I don't even know.
They talk about movies and
TV
shows.
shows. Silly. Like people watch those. Ridiculous.
Really?
And he burnt himself out on podcasting, so he's like, I can't come anymore because I have too many podcasts.
Yeah,
ridiculous. But definitely check out that podcast. It is good. We are messing around. It's a good show.
Yeah, it's a good show.
You can check it out at nofocusradio.com. There's a link at the bottom to.
You gave him a link?
Yeah, he has his own link. I know.
You gave him a link. Jeez.
Yeah, it's going to be part. What we're trying to do is grow the network. So we're going to have like this podcast and Pardon the Intermission and a couple other podcasts to kind of grow the Light of Mind Media podcast.
Till we rule the world.
We rule the world, yeah. We're going to grow it nice and big. Nice. We're going to call up Steven Crowder, who's starting his own network. We're going to say, hey, sign us up. We want $1 billion.
That might be enough.
A year.
We can get new microphones.
Yeah. Yeah, just honestly, I was thinking, like, if to get our show, if he could pay us just $2 million a year.
And that's like pocket change to him.
Like pocket change. It's like in his nothing. Pocket. Then all of us on the show could make, $250,000, which is that of work we do.
Yeah, support me for a couple of years.
Yeah. Like $250,000 a year, plus, some new microphones and some gear. That's about what we need. $2 million a year.
Perfect.
So that's what we'll do. So that's our plan, guys. So, if you have a podcast, you want to join our network and get part of that, just bring your audience over and, go from there.
And sell your soul.
Yeah, sell your soul.
Sign right here in dotted line in blood.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. So check out that. That's why we don't have these two guys. Yeah. One of them is in rehab and one of them is busy doing other podcasts and et cetera, et cetera. Ridiculous. So what else, though? What else is new with you, Marty?
I've been working on the No Focus Radio Hour spy balloon.
Yes, I've heard about this. You captured some really interesting photos. If you guys want to see these, you got to join the Discord server.
For free.
You can find that over at nofocusradio.com.
Yes, so I've been learning all about static lift and a lot of things to keep our balloon up.
Yeah.
And we captured pictures of coyotes. The government sent up their own drone to check out our spy balloon.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be posting more pictures. Got a good picture of the dam, Friant Dam, because it flew over Friant Dam.
That spy balloon you have is really cool. You've been practicing a lot with that thing, huh?
Yeah, pretty much just inflate it and let go of it.
It's so cool.
Pretty self-explanatory.
And if I remember correctly, you went to Dollar Tree, you bought a couple of balloons.
The Mylar ones, yeah.
The Mylar balloons, and then you just put like an old, like one of those point and click. You wind it up, right? You just stick it up there with a timer.
Put a little timer, click, click.
And it just, you get 1 or 2 clicks before it comes down.
Before it falls to earth,
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, good stuff. But I actually got some good photos. You got real photos of where'd you get that coyote photo? That was really cool.
I was chasing down a coyote.
Were you really just chasing it down?
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome. That's actually really neat. But the true story is Marty's got himself a drone.
I got a drone, yeah.
Yeah, and he's learning the drone, like the chase down coyotes and things.
Drone is cool because you put a one of those headsets on over your eyes.
Yeah.
And it's like you're in the drone. So you see a lot of things you would normally miss with other drones. And one time we were out flying, and my son came up to me and said, because we have these headsets on, we can't see anything around us. He goes, "Dad, is that a coyote?" And I go, "It's probably a dog." I lift up my headset, and 30 feet away is a coyote.
No way.
And this is out by Lost Lake,
okay,
just below the dam. And so I fly my drone over there, and I'm following this coyote, and he's walking around looking at me, and then he takes off, gets up, waits for the traffic to clear. Then he runs across the street, and I'm still able to follow him for a while, and I got some good pictures of him, some good video.
So with your drone, the headset, does it look like you're in? It's not 3D, but it's just you do see directly what the drone is seeing.
Right.
That's so cool. Does it make you dizzy at all, or is it kind of
if I fly more than 4 flights, it'll start to mess with me a little bit. But you're controlling it, so you know what to expect.
Yeah.
But it's a FPV drone by DJI.
Okay.
And it weighs like a brick, but it can, in sport mode, it can go up to 60 miles an hour. In manual,
what'd you just say?
It can go 60 miles an hour.
With a 60?
60, yes.
Holy smokes.
In normal mode, it can go 30. In manual, it can go 80, but
I'm sorry.
We're not in manual mode yet. But in sport mode, it'll go up to 60 miles an hour.
What is the name of this one again? This is the DJI.
DJI FPV.
FPV, yeah. All right.
And they have all sorts of accessories. I just got an accessory where I can mount a GoPro onto it to get better video than the camera can provide. Yeah, because the camera in it's pretty good, but it's not as good as it could be, because mostly it's a sports drone. It's made for sport flying.
Holy smokes, this is it?
Yeah. And other drones, you have a handset with a camera, a little TV screen on your phone showing you what you're doing. But when you have the headset on, it's perfect because you could see everything.
Those goggles
are crazy.
Awesome, dude. No way. Do you have? Oh my god, you got to get one of these, dude.
Actually, the other controller is a lot better.
Is it? What does this do?
That's a little. It's a little motion controller. It goes by your motions. It's kind of a gimmicky thing for people.
You're gonna crash it.
Fly, but we're to the point where we're flying, in between trees and tree branches. And
is it like you're playing a video game?
Just about, yeah. But it's neat because you can go to Lost Lake and fly around and see things you normally wouldn't even know are there.
Is it really is this what you're when you're flying? Is this kind of how it looks?
That's exactly how it looks.
Oh, my God.
If you could fly that good, they're showing you professional sports flyers.
No.
But it is just like you're inside of it. I even got my son into it, and he's 14 and just loves video games.
How much is one, if you don't mind me asking?
I got it when it was on sale for $999.
Okay.
Normally they're I got it on sale for $899, but they have them usually for $999.
Oh my god!
And then you got to get the extra batteries, which are another couple of $100, because if you want to fly more.
How hard is it to crash it? Is it pretty?
Sure? In normal mode, it's hard to crash because it has all sorts of brakes and sensors and everything.
Okay.
In sports mode, it's a little bit easier to crash. In manual mode, you're going to crash because it's crazy.
Wow, look at that.
But you could chase down cars. We would fly up, and all the hawks and turkey vultures are fascinated by them, and will come and fly around you.
Right.
So you could follow them a little bit, and we'll chase down crows. And, you could see a little speck off in the distance, zoom over there, and it's a coyote, and you could chase down coyotes.
Wait, this gives automatic dependent surveillance broadcast. It receives flight location information from airplanes and helicopters.
Right.
So you don't accidentally hit them?
Yeah, we'll get aircraft warnings whenever we're flying sometime. They'll say there's an aircraft, and And so we'll have to drop down to about 100 feet just to be safe. But if an aircraft's flying that low, it's just ridiculous. You shouldn't be there. But they're used for sport flying. Where like the Mavic 3, I also have a Mavic 3 for work, and the camera is significantly better on the Mavic 3.
Sure, but it's not as fun, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because you're using your iPhone and you're flying, you know, with your iPhone. When you have the headset on, it's a totally different dynamic, and it's mind-blowing. Like my brother had one, I thought they were gimmicky, and I put it on, flew it, and thought, I got to get one of these.
Oh, my gosh, Marty. I didn't realize how cool this was.
It's amazing, yeah. And it gets my son out of the house when he goes fly with us.
Have you ever let somebody, like maybe somebody like who does podcasts, ever try?
I would. If they were good friends of mine, like maybe, I don't know, you?
Yeah, you would let me try this?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I would freaking love it.
Because we go out by Lost Lake, because there's trees if you want to practice flying through the trees, or there's just wide open space, so you could just practice flying and go down and chase birds. When you try it, you'll love it, and you'll want one bad.
Oh, my gosh.
But yeah, next time we go out, I'll give you a call, and if you're available,
killer. Okay.
you can go out.
Oh, my gosh, guys. You guys got to check this out. So anyways, go to show notes. There's a link to this, the DJI FPV. Yep. And check it out, see what Marty's up to. And I think you've posted some of this stuff on your Instagram, correct? Some of your shots at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, so you can follow him.
The thing is, it's just you come home with all this data because the headset records your flight and the drone itself records your flight.
Right.
So I have like gigabytes and gigabytes of data that I got to go through and say, okay, do I want to keep this? Is it worth keeping?
You're right. That's a lot. Yeah,
and so I dump a lot of stuff I'm not using. I create highlight reels and things like that.
So if you want to check out some of his stuff, if you go to lightomindmedia.com.
How come everyone on the cast, everyone has a cool photo?
Your photo's awesome. Look at you're wearing like goggles and stuff on your head.
Like everyone looks all professional, and it's like, hey.
You're going to go to the top. You're going to click on the cast. It says Marty, Stu, Pidasso, Martucci. Click on More of Marty. It goes directly to his Instagram.
Oh, that's cool.
You can check that out. And yeah, so pretty good stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Also, so I got to also bring this up. Marty's been holding out on us, guys. Marty, you've never told me that you are a skilled artist.
Oh, yeah. I haven't. Yeah, so I painted for years, and I I've sold paintings at the Fresno Fair for like, the most I sold one was like $2,500.
That's incredible.
Money to spend. And I had like a one-man show in Joplin, Missouri. But it was preparing for the one-man show in Joplin, Missouri, burnt me out completely.
Like, this stuff's amazing.
Where I haven't painted since.
Like, I literally, when you posted this, I was like, I thought, okay, is this a joke? What is this? Like, I stared at it, and I'm like,
it's a little person dressed as a clown holding snakes. And the reason I painted it is I have a friend who doesn't like little people because they freak her out, and she doesn't like snakes. So I just drew a little thing that all she the hated, things, and she hates clowns.
And then what? Tell me, this is like you got some Latin up here.
It's like I'm beautiful because I'm unique.
I love it. Like I stared at this for a little bit, and I thought maybe, is this a joke? Like, did he just find this online? And then I realized that you signed at Martucci, and I found out, oh my gosh, you actually painted this thing.
Yeah.
Then you posted some more art, and I'm like,
doodles. Yeah.
I'm like, Marty, you are a very skilled artist.
Yeah, but
incredible.
I find paintings nowadays just to be a little bit tedious, so I like making things now, like freaky babies with their brains sticking out, or control panels for Star Wars stuff. And
yeah, but this is a skill that I think you should bring back, and I would commission.
Oh, really?
I would commission something from you. Your art style is really cool. Yeah. So yeah, I
think about painting again sometime, but I just got to have the right moment.
Like also even your doodles.
Yeah, I doodle a lot when I'm at work, and I was hoping that they would send me home to check my mental stability.
This is
before
great.
I come back, but they didn't see it. So
I would, I would commission a drawing of like anything really.
I used to do that back in the day, but it's just I don't do it anymore.
Well,
because see, Fresno art scene. This is the problem with Fresno art scene. If you do watercolors, if you do video of the poppy tree or paintings of the Poppy Trail,
Yeah.
or anything like that, you're in Fresno. If you do something unique and bizarre, the
People
galleries
don't like you.
Galleries won't take you. They'll go, I love your art, but I can't put you in our gallery because we never sell.
All right, guys, so here we go. We're going to take a quick break because we have a guest, special guest who's going to be joining us in just a few minutes. So give me a few minutes here, and we're going to be bringing back our special guest. Okay, we are back with a special guest. I don't know. We'll see if she'll join us at any point. Let's see if she has anything to say. All right, do you have anything to say? You don't want to eat it. Can you talk? What sound does a kitty cat make? What sound does a kitty cat make?
That's right. Don Slitz is back from rehab. How you doing, Don?
Can you say anything?
Don't
okay.
lick the
She is trying to eat my microphone. No, you don't want to eat. It's not food. Okay.
Okay. We should.
My 10-month-year-old daughter is a guest on the show today. So, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm going to say we should. All right. So, she'll be joining us for the rest of the show. We'll see how that goes. But she's pretty good. She loves the show. Big fan of the podcast. And
a lot of babies are big fans of our podcast.
They really are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why they're not on our Discord.
There are our number one demographic is 11 months and younger.
Yeah, because my grandson loves it.
Big fan of the show. Okay, we have another segment here, guys. This is a cool one. This is called Let's Eat Odd Snacks, and Marty's going to help us out with this. So, Marty, if you reach into that box, I got a box here from a place called Universal Yums.
Universal Yums.
And I got a box from a country you might have heard of. It's called Brazil.
Brazil. I've heard of Brazil.
Have you heard of Brazil?
Yes, when I was getting my Brazilian wax.
Yes.
They said, hey, guess what? This is from a whole country.
A whole country called
a whole
Brazil.
country full of people with Brazilian waxes.
A whole country
I
of
almost
just
lost my mind.
people with no hair. So inside of here, we got a whole bunch of stuff. I've opened up just a few, but let's go through and try some stuff, and let's see what we think.
Sure, let me pull out the stuff that you've already opened.
Yeah. What do we got there?
I don't even know how to
Exactly. You got to open it up, and you'll just explain it to us.
Okay.
So this is Marty opening some things up. Oh, here we go.
Audio theater.
Oh, my gosh. So it's a red bag, and it says, what does that say on there?
Vovozinha.
Vovozinha. There it is. And I think it's got,
a grandmother feeding her little son who's playing soccer. So I think if we eat these, we will want to play soccer.
Okay. All right. They're soccer snacks.
And, yeah. Okay.
All right.
I'm going to try one.
We're going to try a Vovozinha.
They're puffy, kind of like puffs that you would.
Yeah, it's like a puff. Let's see. They're like almost like a puffed corn, maybe.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sugar smacks.
Tastes like smacks.
Sugar smacks.
100%. They're big. They're giant smacks.
Gigantic sugar smacks. These are good.
Yep. Like the frog cereal. If you guys don't know what smacks are, do they still sell smacks?
Because you've been to Brazil, haven't you?
I haven't been to Brazil, no.
But you've been down south.
I've been down south.
How would you say that?
Vovozinha.
Very good.
Yeah, it's the best only thing I can think. It doesn't actually look like a Spanish word, to tell you the truth.
Has kind of a tahini aftertaste to it.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of like maybe there's some salt in there at the end. Interesting. It's got some like spicy sugar.
That's very good.
Smacks. That's pretty good.
So tell me a little bit about Universal Yum.
Yeah, so I subscribe to Universal Yums because it's just kind of fun. What you do is every month you get a box from another country, and it's just a whole bunch of their favorite snacks. And I've been really enjoying it. You can get everything from, you'll get candies, you'll get chips, you'll get a whole bunch of stuff. And what's been a lot of fun is you'll discover things that you've never had before, new flavors, new ideas. And as somebody in the food industry, I really enjoy it. You just
oh my gosh,
never
they
know
even send you like a soda.
Yeah, there's some drinks. It's just a lot of fun. And sometimes you just get random, like crazy things that you've never seen or heard before. And some things I don't even know what they are. Like this one. What is this one? Oh, yeah. What is that? Those are called, what does that say? Petties? Petties. Au forno amendum crocant. Mani crocante.
Ooh.
No idea what those are.
Has a little bit of picture of garlic on it. Let's try this here.
Okay, let's try it. We got some garlic. It's like green. Looks like a green, crunchy, maybe a peanut? What do you think that is?
It's a peanut.
Okay, it's like a green garlic peanut, perhaps?
It's good.
We got
Another
like
hit.
Yeah, it's like a garlic onion crunchy peanut.
Yeah.
I could eat those.
I could eat those too.
I like
all day
those.
long.
That's a win. The petits.
The petits. 2 wins.
Definitely a win. Yeah, sugar smacks, a win. Giant sugar smacks, brilliant.
Oh, yeah. Brilliant.
And then some like garlic, onion.
I'm going to have a little bit of this drink that you made me when I came in. Tell me a little bit about this drink.
Oh, yeah. So this drink is a cacique sour. My wife and I, when we were in Costa Rica, we really enjoyed cacique sours. It's essentially a lemonade base with cacique, which is an alcohol made from distilled sugar cane.
Oh.
And
Distilled sugar cane.
And then some squeezed lemon at the end.
Because it's sweet and you don't really taste the alcohol.
Almost don't taste the alcohol.
How would you pronounce that?
Pacoquita? Pacoquita.
Pacoquita.
You know what? That just tastes like sweet peanut butter. That's not bad.
That's sweet peanut butter.
That's all it is.
Very sweet. It's good.
It's like peanuts and sugar.
Yeah.
I can dig that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like peanut butter.
Comes in a very small little package with a picture of some weird little peanut butter guy.
Yeah. It's crumbly.
Oh, it says "We love, we share" on it in English. That's cool.
Oh. We love, we share. Yeah, I love.
I love to share.
Love to share. Yeah, it's not bad. Not too bad.
My wife always goes, we're out to eat. Maybe you can get this, and I can get this, and we could share. And I go,
No.
Martucci's don't share, or
No,
Pidassos don't share. We don't share our food. We don't share our food.
I want this, so that's what I'm gonna get.
All right, we got another one. Trento.
Trento. Yeah, Trento Allegro Chaco Emendo.
Chaco. You know Chaco.
Chaco, that means cocaine.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. It means chocolate. It means chocolate.
Feeling pretty good here. All right, let me break you up.
Yeah, you can break some of that there.
It's very breakable.
Right, yeah, that kind of crumbly, huh?
There you go.
There we go. This is like so. This is called this is like a crunchy. It's got chocolate. It's got maybe a shell, like a sugar, like a wafer shell, and it's filled with some sort of cream.
The chocolate's sweet.
Very sweet. Is it like a peanut butter center? Hard to tell,
Kind of.
huh? It's a nutty.
Nutty center, yeah, it might be.
I think it's supposed to be peanut butter, but there's so much sugar,
Yeah.
you can't tell. Very sweet. Very overly sweet, I would say.
Yeah, the chocolate is overly sweet. You know
Yeah.
how's good chocolate? Debbas chocolate.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate
That's
that.
the best because it's not overly sweet, especially your dark chocolate. I'm like the only one in my family who likes dark
Oh.
chocolate. But since I started bringing some of your products home, my daughters are getting into dark chocolate. But
Dark chocolate
but
is really
it has to be Debbas. Other words, it doesn't taste right.
Thank
to them.
you. It is true. I mean, you can get that at acapellachocolate.com.
Yes.
Yep. And those might be the only things that are open, so feel free to
Things are open.
dig into anything else. We got some
What should we try?
some gummies. Should we go should we go here?
Chips.
Churrasco.
Churrasco.
Is that a raccoon or is that on the front?
Fabritos.
Ooh, Fabitos.
Fabitos.
Is that a squirrel?
That is I hope it's a squirrel, either that or it's just like a dog who needs dental work.
Yeah. Okay, so we got like a dog that needs dental work. It's a
What
big
does,
bag.
Some gluten mean?
Okay, gluten. Oh, it's got gluten. No gluten.
Oh, no gluten.
Gluten free.
Wow.
I think.
So gluten-free snack
Yeah.
from Fabitos.
Fabitos. It's got it's churrasco, so I'm assuming it's some sort of meat flavored
A meat-flavored
chip.
Eek.
Yeah.
Meat-flavored chip
do
with
is-
no gluten. Okay, let's open this.
I'm gonna give here our special guests a little bit of this sweet chocolate on air. See what she has to
Smell
say.
interesting.
What do you think? Has no words for it.
You know, I was reading that children have way
Oh.
more taste buds than adults do.
Really?
Yes.
These are interesting. These are like they look like shells,
Yeah, like little scoops.
little scoop shells. Yeah. I'm not. Oh man.
Oh, they got a picture of meat on here too.
Yeah, definitely. It's reminiscent. I don't know how to describe this besides like it smells. Have you smelled it?
It smells weird.
It smells like dog food.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
It does.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
And it tastes like I would imagine dog food.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely not a win. That is a
That's a pass.
That is 100%.
Yeah, it's like, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
Smells like dog food, tastes like crunchy dog food.
Yes, that is 100% dog food snack.
When my kids were young, they used to eat dog food all the time.
They would love these.
So I should bring,
They would love that. That's the dog food snack.
What is this?
Yeah, you choose. We got Pit Stop.
Pit Stop.
That's English.
What does that say?
Queso provolone.
Cheese.
Oh, provolone, cheese. We got some cheese crackers here. Our guest, I have to say, loves the, there it is. What'd you say? Would you like that?
She loves this.
Yep, that's a win. She
loves
loved the Pacoquita. Big
Pacoquita.
fan of Pacoquita. And here I have another guest, Rocky, my dog. Big fan of those Churrasco chips. Big fan.
All right, let's try the Pit Stop chips. These are supposed to be like a cheesy type.
Okay.
They look like little small Ritz crackers.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Tiny little Ritz crackers. All right, that looks pretty good.
Smell like feet.
They do.
They smell like feet.
They
Like
smell
feet that been in the shoes on a hot summer day.
100%.
But they taste cheesy.
They do. They kind of taste like a little bit like Cheez-Its-ish.
Yeah. With a little bit of more of a
Actually,
flavor base.
you know what they taste like? Wait. They taste kind of like the cheese that comes in a handy snack
Yeah.
with the red stick.
It's a little bit of a chemical aftertaste.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got a big chemical aftertaste.
I don't think I'm going to give my daughter that.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, but what does she think? What do you think about that?
Okay.
Not a fan, huh?
It's the aftertaste that kills you.
Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that. You want more of a...
Okay.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, the
We're gonna
aftertaste
pass.
is worse than the dog food one. I would eat the dog food one just to get the taste of that.
Okay, so far, if I could say, from what we know the sweets aren't bad. The savory snacks,
I'll divide them.
hard passes. Yep.
So far, the crackery things are big passes.
Yep. Savory snacks, pass. We do another savory. Get those over with, maybe. What's in here?
Okay. Oh, this is
Ugh.
spicy. Ooh,
I
this
need
would be
something
fun.
to wash that down.
Oh my god.
She does not like it either. Daughter
Doritos?
is big pass. Big pass, huh? What do we got? Delicitos.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They have chilies on it, so this might lead us into a
Hard
break.
pass. Yep. Yeah, lead us into a break here after these chilies, and then we'll.
Oy, oy, oy.
What do we got here? Oh my goodness! What do you have to say? What do you have to say, baby girl?
Okay, here you go.
Okay, here we go. We got some crunchy. These are like puffy. They look like fried, very fried, heavily fried.
A lot of flavor going in.
Oh yeah, it's like a. Woo! It's like MSG salt,
Yeah.
some spice, oil, that fried oil flavor. You know,
The fire's not really that bad. It's
not bad.
hot.
I would say the best of the savory.
Yeah.
I actually don't mind these.
No, you could eat these.
Yeah,
Don't have a horrible aftertaste.
a little bit. So much. They're very oily,
Yeah. They're very.
but
As far as taste goes, they're big. They're bold.
yeah, I could eat
There's
those.
a tiny amount of fire to it. Not much at all.
Those would be good, like in a mix.
Yeah,
Like with
mix
some
it with other things
peanuts.
to highlight
Yeah.
the flavor of other things.
Yep. All right, we're gonna take a quick break because my daughter's going crazy, and then we're gonna be right back, and we'll dig into some more snacks after this. And we got a lot to talk about. We still have some entertainment picks. We're talking shows we've been watching. We got some local news. We're talking local events. Donuts? Anime? What do they have in common? We'll tell you soon. Don't leave. We'll be right back. Okay. We're back.
I had to drink some water and scrape my tongue just to refresh my palate.
Yeah. Yuck.
In this, the Yum box, they have little stickers where you could rate what your food tastes like.
Oh, you know, that's pretty cool. I never realized that.
Yeah.
I like how one of them, tell me some of those stickers.
One of them's like heart for eyes because you love it. Some is like the straight face, like, nah, it's okay. One's a big surprise. Another one's just a green face like you're going to vomit.
Huh.
And the other one's a red face with your tongue sticking out.
I like this one sticker that literally just says, I give this a 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
Which
That's
means
a
they
weird
know
rating
we're not
system.
going to like everything in this box.
Yes, because
Just
you're not
funny.
supposed to. If you like it all, hey, where's the challenge?
Yeah, that's true. If you like it all, it means you probably don't have good taste buds.
Okay, you want to try a gummy thing now?
Yeah, let's dig into a
let's do
gummy.
These are called. Oh, this has your name on it, Max.
Oh, Max Mallows. Heck yeah.
Max Mallows.
What's wrong with a Max? Nothing's wrong with a Max Mallow.
Couldn't be wrong with a Max.
We've got same brand, so we'll do this after that. Okay, I got some. Well, this is really interesting. I don't know what some of these are.
Wouldn't it be weird to just had a tarantula in it?
Oh God! So you open it up and there's a tarantula comes pouring out.
Yeah.
Yeesh. Ooh.
Trying to get it out of the box.
These are like so in these mallows, they're like rainbow swirls. They're like almost as if you got a bunch of ice cream and swirled it together.
Or you got two different marks.
Oh, you know what? In the center of all of this, you got white and pink swirled together, like twisted. But in the center of that twist, you got some red jelly, huh?
Like a licorice type thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
These aren't bad.
This is actually, I don't like marshmallows, but I'd eat these.
Yeah, me too.
That red licorice stick in the center.
Makes all the difference. And the marshmallow taste is more flavored.
Yeah. It's almost as if you got two different colored marshmallows and wrapped around a licorice stick.
Yeah. Which is good. Surprisingly very good.
You know what?
I like these.
That's a win. Okay. So this brand is called Docile.
I'll put the happy face sticker on that one.
Yeah. And that brand is called Max something. They have another one in here
Max
called
Mallows.
Docile Pencil Sticks, Conidunhio Greco e-yogurt.
That's what I was going to name my child.
And we got sort of like, they look like straws of different colors with some like stuff in the inside. I'll let you choose there's like yellow.
Oh,
I'm gonna start with a pink here. Let's do this. Let's start with pink. Oop. Right here. I'm gonna give you half.
Shit.
Oh.
Darn.
Sharp.
They're hard to break apart.
Okay. So
We're sharing.
you know the pink's pretty good. The strawberry
The yellow has a banana flavor to it.
with like a kind of a yogurt aftertaste.
Yeah.
Yellow. These are really this is a really interesting texture.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
is.
quite gummy.
It's not quite licorice.
It's like
It's like if you're chewing on that cable that goes to you from your wall to your TV.
yeah, it is. It's a very interesting texture. Huh.
I think I like the yellow better because it has a little bit of that
The banana's nice.
banana, what they think banana should taste like flavor.
Uh-huh. It's very waxy.
You want to know something funny about my wife?
Huh.
So I found a perfectly good banana in the garbage. And I go, why did you throw a perfectly good banana away?
Yeah.
She goes, it's yellow. Yeah. I like bananas green. I go, nobody likes green bananas. They're not ripe. She goes, wait a minute. Isn't when they're yellow, they're turned bad?
No, is that real?
I go, yeah. I go, no, that's when it gets all of its flavor. It's when it's green, it tastes like garbage and puts that film on your teeth and tongue.
She thought you're supposed to eat green bananas?
Uh-huh. So she thought I was always buying rotten
Old
bananas all this time.
That's crazy.
I go, no, this is when they're good. So I made her try it, and she goes, okay, that's really good.
She's been throwing away yellow bananas this whole time.
Yeah, all of her life. But she got it into her head that it was the yellow bananas that were good.
That's interesting.
All right,
All
we're
right,
gonna
what
try
else we
these,
got?
Triton bites.
Treyton. Yeah, let's do Trento bites.
What's that say?
Mousse de maracuja.
Oh, man, it's almost like you're there.
You know what? People
You are
always
just
say
like-
to me, they say, Max, you sound,
You are so multilingual.
you're so Brazilian. And I say, it's because I'm hairless. So these are like, they look like little nubules. I don't know what you'd call these.
well, they're kind of
Kibbles?
They're
Oh,
they're
okay.
they're kind of
Kibbles?
like
Crunchy with like a
yogurt texture.
texture, yogurty, with a crunch with like a creamy on the inside.
It's really weird. And it has a weird flavor to it.
It is. It's if I remember, yeah, here we go. It's tropical. It's
Yeah, that's it.
passion fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has a weird.
You know what? The texture's nice though.
You know how you eat those things that aren't overly good, but they're really peculiar?
You kinda wanna keep on eating it?
because it's peculiar. This is it.
It's strange. Marty's gonna open up the next snack. He's gonna talk about it as I go grab our special guest.
Okay, we're going to go into the wafers. These are the pineapple pina wafers from Vitarella. I don't know. I don't speak Brazilian. I think they speak Spanish over there. I've never been there, but I've watched documentaries on it. So these are like a wafer, like your vanilla wafers and stuff. Let me open up the package. And I like vanilla wafers and all the other wafer family, but these should be pineapple-y. We'll see how pineapple-y they are. All right, so I'll take one and give one over to...
Okay, I'm back here. Oh, look at this. This looks like this looks nice.
Yeah. See, they're little pineapple wafer-y things. Here's a container. Look.
Okay, look at that. Okay, pineapple, pina.
Pina.
You know what? Not a lot of flavor at first, but I don't think it's the
I think the crunch is what they're after.
Yeah. It's not bad. I would eat it because you want more flavors. You have another bite afterwards.
It still is kind of like eating a crunchy piece of cardboard. Not a lot of flavor.
Not a lot of flavor. Actually, you know what? I don't think I'd eat more of those.
No, because you eat one, you go, okay. Maybe you
Yeah.
got to satisfy a crunchy sensation, but
Yeah, that's a pass.
no. Okay, the wafers are a pass.
Yep. Wafers are, so it's almost like crunchy things are passes so far.
Oh, these look fun.
Those look good. Marty and Lime tartlets.
Want to hear something else about my wife?
Yeah.
So we're out at Crow and Wolf, right? And we're standing in line.
Local bar, friends of the show.
Yeah, great place for seltzers. And my wife saw someone drinking a green seltzer, and she looked at the seltzer and says, "Oh, that looks fun." I go, "What do you mean looks fun?"
Fun.
Either it looks good or it looks tasty, but it looks fun. You
Like
drink
it's
stuff
gonna-
for fun?
It's got.
Why do I hang out with that woman?
So this tartlet, it's like a cookie, but it's got ridges around the edge
Yeah.
with like a center full of like lemon. It looks like looks like a little pie.
Yeah, the center's kind of like a little sticky.
Oh, you know, that's nice. A butter cookie.
Not too sweet.
That lemon center is nice. A
A
lime.
little lemony taste to it.
You know what?
That's good.
These are good.
I could eat these.
Me too. I think that's a win.
Oh, they're lime. Lime 17.
Oh yeah. You know what? That's a
good.
total win.
I'm going to go as a total win, too.
Yeah, that's like maybe one of the best ones yet.
Tortillitas.
It kind of tastes like the
That's a total win.
lemon cookies that you get from like Girl Scouts.
Again, let's refresh our listeners. What are we eating out of? We're eating out of Universal Yums.
Yes.
The Universal Yum box. You could subscribe to this like Max does and, have a taste party like what we're having right here.
Yeah.
And if you got it, you could follow along at home with the...
Thank you, Universal Yums.
Yes.
What do we got here? What's next?
Oh,
We got
chocolate. Chocolate. Oh, I'm sorry. My Spanish is terrible. Yours is much better.
Oh, we got Negelbauer.
I
I don't know if that's
I think that's proper here.
Oh, you got a little cube? Okay, here we go. This is like white chocolate. That's like cookies and cream. We got some cookies in there. Yeah.
White chocolate, cookies and cream.
You know what? That's pretty good. It's not bad. Yeah. A little bit sweet.
We should have did this as a total ASMR video.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I'm opening the package. This is good.
Ooh, the ASMR episode. You know what? That's what we'll call it. Oh.
Here, we'll get some more. Oh, opening the package. This is really good.
Now, if we called this episode Two Guys and a Baby, the ASMR episode, would that be weird?
Maybe.
Yeah.
This looks good.
Okay, let's try it. What do we got here?
White chocolate, banana bits, caramel.
Ooh, like a Bananas Foster's ish.
Look at that.
Look at that. Ooh.
Little red strawberry or something on it. I don't know.
Yeah, let's try that. 18. It's called.
White
It's from the brand 1891.
Has some of the best artificial caramel flavor
Oh, the best artificial caramel flavor. Yeah.
and banana bits.
Okay.
All right, let's try this artificial caramel flavor.
Oh, there's almost nothing better than artificial caramel flavor.
Because real caramel flavor, what's that all about?
Yeah. Ugh.
It's better than artificial raspberry flavor. We know where that comes from.
If you don't, it's from beaver's anal glands. In case you guys were wondering, you heard that right.
Yeah. How do you milk that? How do you get that job milking beaver?
Beaver anal glands. You know, I'll tell you what. It's a job I would do if you got paid enough.
I do it just for volunteer work. I'm not getting much flavor.
Well,
here it comes.
it's coming at the end. Sweet.
Not
And you get a little banana,
Yeah.
caramel, and the banana at the end. Huh.
Actually, you know what? At first, I was like, not good. However, there's like layers of flavor.
Yeah.
You get sugar, white chocolate, caramel,
Artificial caramel.
artificial, and then some banana.
Yeah.
And then it kind of leaves you with like a Bananas Foster's caramel banana thing at the end.
Perfect analysis, yes. I agree with that.
That's not bad, actually. Okay.
Wouldn't be bad.
That's not bad at all.
All right. That is the box.
That's the box.
But we'll say that for another time.
Well, thank you, Universal Yums, for sending that our way. We appreciate it.
That was delightful.
Hey, what have you been doing entertainment-wise? Watching?
Well, I'm waiting for The Mandalorian to start its 3rd season, which would be exciting.
There's already 3 seasons?
It's 3 seasons, yeah.
Wow, okay.
And so that's coming out March 1st.
Oh, that's coming up. That's right around the corner.
It's right around the corner.
Okay.
I've been watching some of Disney's Star Wars cartoons.
Okay.
Are their animation features, whatever. The Bad Batch. It's about clones who are, it's about when the need for the clones is coming to an end and they're starting the Stormtrooper conscription army. And that's interesting. That's on Disney Plus.
Okay. I haven't heard about that. The Bad Batch. Okay.
Yeah. And I've been watching some other things on Netflix. The problem is it's like you watch so many things, you like lose track of what you watch.
Sure. Yeah. I've been watching a show. Bree, my wife, and I started this. A lot of people have been saying, you have to watch this show. You have to watch it. So we started it. It's called Severance.
Watched it. It's on Apple Plus.
Apple Plus.
It's totally worth it. It is a weird concept.
Yeah.
And it is fantastic. And I hope they come out with a second
Okay,
season.
is the payoff where we're 2 episodes in and we're really liking it?
It's fantastic. It's why I got the Apple Plus
Okay.
account.
So that's what we do. We're on a trial right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hopefully I can finish it before the trial ends.
Yeah.
But it's so far, I mean, it's one of these shows that it gives you a lot to talk about afterwards.
We can explain the concept
Sure.
without giving anything away.
Yeah, so I'll let you explain.
Okay. So the idea is, I'm tired of going to work. I don't want to go to work. So they're able to divide your brain up to where you are not conscious of going to work. Your entire thing of consciousness is getting up to going in, you get in an elevator, and the next thing you know, you're in the elevator to leave. So you have no mental remembrance of your entire workday.
It's like as if they severed your brain in half and you have 2 selves.
Severed your personality.
You have a work self and then an at-home self.
And you think that is so cool. The problem is you have your work self who comes out of the elevator, works their day, gets back in the elevator, and then comes back out of the elevator to work their day, and that's all they know is work. And the people on the outside think it's great because they get paid for doing nothing, but when you're on the inside, it's a different story.
Yeah, it's almost like when you're on the inside, it's almost like you've never left work, right?
Yeah, and you're just constantly working.
It's a really interesting idea. I'm really enjoying it so far because it's kind of it's really like a mystery. As an audience member, they've set it up where they don't explain much. So you're kind of watching it, trying to solve this mystery of what's going on, how does this work, what's the problem. It's really fun. It's really well done.
Yeah, and it's just, it's the kind of, they explore the misery of the people doing the job.
Yeah.
And, some of the things, how they think and how they perceive reality to be.
Yeah, so that's been a lot of fun.
It's a great series.
I'm going to continue down that path, the Severance path. I'm hoping I can finish it. The episodes are fairly short, maybe like 30 minutes. I can't actually tell. They go by fast. At least.
Do.
Marty, you've been telling me about another show you've been watching.
Oh, it's called The Monster Inside Me, and I think it's an older show, but me and my wife just got into it. It explores people who discover that they have, their health is falling apart. The doctors can't figure out what's wrong because they have some bizarre parasite living inside of their body. Could be anything from tapeworms to brain-eating amoebas to a staph infection that went to your brain. And the freakiest one, oh my God. So this woman had a staph infection, and it was getting worse and worse, and they had to put her into a medically induced coma.
Oh, gosh.
And so she's in a coma. And when she's in her coma, her fingers start to turn black because her limbs are dying because they're not getting the circulation. And the staph infection has I don't know what kind of staph it is, but it starts to decay the flesh. And so her husband has to sign the permission to save her life to cut off her arms and legs.
Oh, so she wakes up with
She wakes up with no arms or legs, and it's just been so traumatic after that. Because they show her all, and she's talking. We go, okay, she lives, because you always got to wonder if these people live. And you go, okay, she lives, but then they show her in a wheelchair with no arms and no legs, and it's like at the knee and at the elbow amputations.
These are all real shows.
Yeah.
It's like
These are real people.
My question is, though, like, this husband also had to sign a waiver to say, like, I'm going to film my wife's misery and put this on television.
Yeah, but the idea is they go into it thinking, hey, if you have these symptoms, get treatment. Don't wait a month, you know?
Right.
Because a lot of these people say, well, and a month later I went to the doctor. And you go, why did you put up with this for a month?
Do you think people sign up on this show so they can, as a warning for other people, like they're doing a good deed?
I imagine some of them do, but a lot of people have their own motivations.
Yeah.
But every time someone's sick, we go, well, just put them in a coma and cut off their arms and legs. They'll be fine.
Jeez Louise. My gosh, that's a nightmare.
But she survived. But imagine waking up like that. Hey, honey, guess what? We had to cut off your arms
Yeah,
and legs.
you go to the hospital because you're not feeling well. The next thing you know, you just wake up and you have no arms and legs.
Yeah, and so that's just been so traumatic for us. But we love the show.
Yeah. Jeez, that's kind of a nightmare.
Because like several of them have like people who've got the brain-eating amoeba, and you don't survive that, you die.
And there's like at this point you told me previously there's no cure at this point.
There's no cure. Well, yeah, there's absolutely no cure because the virus is like heat resistant and cold resistant, antiviral, anti-parasitic treatment resistant, and it just nibbles through your brain, and some people survive. Very few.
Jeez.
Got a 95% mortality rate.
That sounds
it's horrible.
It's terrible.
So we watch it now. Like if anything's going on with us, we go, "Oh my god, I gotta go to the doctor. I gotta see a exotic disease specialist."
Yeah. You're like, oh my god, I stubbed my toe. I better go see an You don't want this to turn into something.
But
crazy.
then there's a specialist who says, out of the United States, there have only been 200 cases of this, and you go, "Oh, okay, so I can have a better chance of winning the lottery."
Right. However, though, but doesn't it always stick in your mind like, but what if I'm one of those? Like, there's still 200 people.
What if I'm that lucky?
What if I'm that? It's one of those 200 people. What a nightmare.
Horrible. But yeah, it's a fun show. It's a fun show. You learn a lot about medicine and parasites and how the world's trying to kill us, and don't swim in warm water.
Oh, yeah. No, you want to stay out of hot tubs. You want to stay out of hot tubs for sure.
Well, they got chlorine and stuff, but who knows what else they
natural.
have.
You want to stay out of natural hot water. When I was in Costa Rica, me and my wife swam in the natural hot springs. Now I am regretting it. Because maybe those viruses just harboring.
Because a lot of people say, "Oh, we live in California." And me and my wife are going, "Oh, crud!" But we vacation in Costa Rica, and you go, "Oh, okay, good." So it's not waiting to kill us.
Okay, this guest is saying something here. Let's see what they have to say.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yep. Okay.
Just like most of our guests, as soon as you talk to them, they're quiet.
So also, I've been listening to some audio dramas. I brought this up last week.
I
Big
love
Finish.
audio dramas,
Yeah, Big Finish audio dramas. I sent some to Marty.
And they are fantastic.
You've been enjoying them?
I've
That's
been
really
loving
good.
them. And it's weird, though, because they're so well done that you get an entire picture in your mind of what's going on, because they do all the background noises, all the ambiance noises, and the special effects and stuff. And so later on, you look back on it in your memory, and you're thinking, okay, did I watch that, or was that an audio drama?
Yeah, you really do.
That good.
I repeatedly will have brought things up to my wife, telling her like a story about what I'm like, I listened to this great, but I'll say I watched this episode, and I'm like, wait, no, I didn't. I didn't watch it. I listened to that.
Because these are like Torchwood and Doctor Who, and if you're a big fan of Torchwood and Doctor Who, you see the actual characters going through and doing all of these things that they do in the audio drama.
In the Doctor Who ones, they do these really cool because it's audio. You can do more things than you can with just visual.
Right, because you don't have to worry about a budget.
You have to worry about a budget, and there's kind of really unique ideas. So
the writing's better.
The writing's better. They can play with dimensions and play with thought experiments, and so there's these really cool ones. Like I just listened to one yesterday. About, and it's a Doctor Who audio drama, but they have these moral stories, or kind of they're teaching lessons in a way. So the one yesterday was about there's this company that it has this incredible app that will show you a picture, you can scan it and it will show you can give it a date, like 1992, and it will show you how you would have looked at that time. But people realized it wasn't just showing you how you looked, it was actually showing you in the clothes you had or in your bedroom. And they're like, what the heck is this? How is this doing this, right? And the whole point of the episode was that everybody is just signing away all their everything, And it's essentially what they're using is Bluetooth signals to like harvest your own thoughts to build out their own quantum computer, that supercomputer. And it's all just using our own thoughts, which is like this crazy idea until you realize, oh, that's not crazy. That's exactly what we're doing now.
Yeah.
We are just willingly giving up all of our data and our thoughts and our everything. The only thing that this episode changes is that they're talking about Bluetooth harvesting it as opposed to us just like giving it to them willingly. I was like, oh, what a great concept and a sci-fi drama to talk about what we're doing right now.
Because that's really a big part of my life right now is we put what was it, Life 360 onto our phones.
Oh yeah,
so that we could track our kids, but it also tracks us.
Sure.
So it's like, I was thinking the other night, I go, where's my daughter? And she's not in her room, but she's on the Pidasso estate. And it turns out she was out front in the car talking with her friend, who was a girl. But
okay,
it's funny because we could. When I was thinking how convenient that our kids carry their tracking device around with them all the time.
Yeah,
'cause I could know exactly where they are, where my wife is,
and how convenient for like the government or bad actors that we carry our tracking devices with us at all times.
And that really brings it home is how you are. The government's not coming and putting a chip in you at their expense. They sell you a phone at your expense, and they're able to track your every movement.
Yeah. We welcome it. We welcome our overlords.
Also, I was learning how they could use Wi-Fi signals to map the inside of your house.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Yep. Yeah, also, like I have a vacuum here that uses LiDAR to map my house, and it shows me because it helps you vacuum your house and stuff. But if you read the actual terms of use, it sends that data to like Samsung and third parties, because there's a camera on there, and it's also mapping homes and letting people know, like, for instance, for advertising, what do they have in their house? What do they like? What do they... So I'm just selling, like, literal footage of my house to third party. So what I've done is I've just disabled it from the internet, so now that thing has blocked. So I lose a lot of the features. However, at least I'm not getting spied on.
That's why I just like my dumb Roomba that just bounces around my walls.
There you go.
So it can't map anything.
All right, we got a couple minutes here. Let's do this. We got some local events coming up. This is a fun one. It's called Donut and Wine Pairing at the Kings River Winery. Link in the show notes. This is happening at Kings River Winery on Greenwood Avenue in Sanger. And what's happening is you enjoy 5 mini donuts from the Rolling Donut, paired with 5 Kings River Winery wines. It'll be taking place in the tasting room February 26th. So definitely, that's Sunday. It's tomorrow if you're listening to this.
Close the 23rd.
Oh yeah, so
forget about
advance ticket. No, advance tickets. So you can go. So check it out.
Do it. Go.
26. Check that out. We got wine pairing and donuts, which is an interesting idea. And then Marty here, you've got kind of a fun one coming
Yeah, we have an anime con in Fresno at the Fresno Fairgrounds, March 18th. And a lot of cosplayers are going to be there. Local artists are going to be selling a lot of their items there. And a lot of the conventions at the fairgrounds are a lot of fun.
Looks like tickets are you can buy a 2-day. This is pretty cheap. A 2-day pass is $19. That's really not bad. Not bad at all. You can get
I'll take my son there and take pictures. Because usually they have the 501st Star Wars troopers there, stormtroopers there. And I told my son, I'll buy you anything here. What does he do? He finds this stuffed metallic fish.
Oh,
that he wants. It's like 2 feet long, and that's. I go. You come here to an anime convention,
and you buy a fish. So did you go to this last year, Anime Con, or another?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay.
Also, they're having the Fresno Toy and Anime and Comic Convention on May 7th at the American Legion Post 504 on 1st Street.
Okay, that's pretty good,
so
and
that'll be fun because you can get some weird toys and things like that.
And you know what? The Anime Con is the biggest annual anime, gaming, and sci-fi convention in the Central Valley. There's 7,000 attendees, and it's huge. It's 44,000 square feet. Looks pretty good. Also, kids 9 and under are free, so that's actually pretty great.
Have my 14-year-old pretend like he's 9.
Yeah. Just, if you have a kid, just make them look small. They have some great guests. I don't know. They have some voice actors. James Corlett, Jackie Lastra, YouTube sensation, D. Pity.
The Ghostbusters will be there. The Fresno division of the Ghostbusters.
There they are, Ghostbusters Fresno division.
They're really cool. They are pretty authentic. We saw them at the other HeroCon.
Some cosplayers. So, yeah, definitely check it out. A lot of good stuff
And
there.
that is March 18th. Don't miss it.
So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for letting our special guest, who is currently throwing all my stuff on the floor.
It's the best place for it.
Yes, heck yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate you joining. Thank you to Marty Pidasso for joining me on this
And thank you to Universal Yums for our snacks.
Yes, thank you, Universal Yums, for those beautiful
Put the
snacks.
dog food flavored chips back in the box.
Yes. And tune in again. We'll be doing some. I know we were gone there for a while, but I appreciate you guys tuning in again. We'll be back on a regular schedule here soon. I've been dealing with testicular hip pains.
As you do.
As you do. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Fresno. Thank you, Central Valley, for tuning into the #1 independent podcast in the Central Valley. And
Non-church-related.
Non-church-related. Thank you very much. And remember to go to nofocusradio.com, join our Discord server, and do give us a rating. We would really appreciate that. All joking aside, those do help us. So, iTunes, Spotify, all those ratings are great. And tell your friends. That helps us more than anything. So thank you very much, everybody. Any closing words?
Spaghetti.
All right. Spaghetti.